Father, what are we doing here in the middle of the night?
Oh, I come here every night, son. This place is holy. When all is dark and quiet, I can feel his presence. Sometimes I can even hear him whisper my name.
I hear it, Father. Or maybe it's just the wind.
Oh, son. Soon you will do all the work that I do. Tonight, I want to make sure that you are ready. You will be the head of the tribe of Levi and of the priests of the Most High God. You will stand before him and serve him, and you will lead the people to him.
But there is so much I don't understand. What if I don't do things as he wants? What if I don't have all the answers for the people? What if I don't hear his voice?
Oh, do not be afraid, my son. God will help you, just as he has always helped me.
I do love this place. Why is it called the Tabernacle again?
Well, the word tabernacle means dwelling place, sanctuary.
Right.
This place was designed to be the dwelling of the God of our father, Abraham.
But how did you know how to make it?
Well, God ensured that every detail about the tabernacle, from the fabrics that we use, the pieces of furniture, each exact measurement, all of it was written down by your uncle Moses. Now, Moses then entrusted those details to Bezalel, our finest craftsman, and then he was entrusted to build the house of God.
It always amazes me at how quickly we tear down this place.
Yes, it was one of the most important details God considered when he designed this place. It needed to be portable. He knew we were going to be in the wilderness for a very long time.
Why, Father? We are so close to the Promised Land. Why have we been wandering in circles for 35 years? What are we waiting for?
Well, now that's a question you've asked me many times. Tonight is the night of truth. Son, me and my generation, we failed God terribly. And because of that, we are sentenced to wander the wilderness. God is waiting for me and my generation to be gone, son, so that you and your generation can take possession of the Promised Land.
Father, why would he do that? Why would God abandon you like that?
Son, God has not left us or abandoned us. I mean, he's with us as a cloud by day and a pillar of fire at night.
But all of these years, dreaming of the Promised Land, the land pouring with milk and honey, and you will never... You will never see it.
Son, when God delivered us from the hand of Pharaoh, he parted the Red Sea so that we could cross on dry land. He took care of us. He gave us everything that we needed, but our hearts were not toward him. I constantly went back to idols. I gave in to the pressure of the people, but son, God is so good to us. His mercies are new every morning. It's just that, look, son, God knows that those of us who lived in Egypt are not ready to receive what he has for us. So in his grace, he turns to you. You will be a far better high priest than I was.
But Father,
no, son, God has not left us. Not even when I failed him time and again. Son, understand that when we doomed ourselves to wander the wilderness, God chose to dwell amongst his people. Look, he designed this place, and even when I failed him time and again, God didn't leave. He came closer, left the heavens, chose to dwell in a tent made by human hands. Son, this is the tabernacle. And you must learn all that there is to know about it. Now, when we set camp, the tabernacle was the first tent to be set up, and then the presence of God moves inside.
And the tribes camp around the
On
tabernacle.
a sure sign that God dwells in the midst of his people. When it's time to move on again, the tabernacle is the last tent that we take down. The outer courts are set up in a rectangular shape, 100 cubits long and 50 cubits wide.
60 pillars of acacia wood hold up curtains of fine white linen.
And of course, the only entrance is over here on the eastern side. It too is made of fine linen, but unlike the walls, it is adorned with a multitude of beautiful colors. The tabernacle itself is a tent. It has a wooden frame overlaid with gold, and then we cover that with a multitude of fabrics and animal skins. It is 50 cubits long and 10 cubits wide. The Levites came closer to the tabernacle than anyone else, and the priests that serve God here in the outer courts, they wear special garments.
Did God also decide how our clothes would look like?
Yes, my son, every detail. Now, most priests will be dressed as you are, a tunic of fine white linen, a belt and a turban, but you will be the high priest, and so you will dress as I am.
As high priest, it is our job to tend to the tabernacle.
That's right.
We set it up and make sure everything is to the Lord's exacting standards. We are responsible to keep the fire of the brazen altar burning day and night. The altar is 5 cubits squared and 3 cubits high, made of acacia wood and covered in bronze. There's 5 types of different offerings received by the priests.
And they are?
Well, there's the peace offering,
Good.
the meal or grain offering, the sacrifice of praise and thanksgiving, the sin offering, which forgives the worshippers' unintentional weaknesses and failures, the trespass offering, which is very similar to that of the sin offering, except that this is the offering of money for sins of ignorance, and finally the burnt offering, performed to atone for the people's sins against the Lord.
Well done, my son. Well done indeed.
But, Father, why does the Lord require us to make so many offerings?